So, winter has obviously struck here in Iowa. It's cold as all get out, like Iowa typically is. And the lot where I keep my F-250, the fella sold the land, so I got to go fire it up and move it somewhere else. So it should be pretty exciting. Sitting right over there. Hasn't ran in like 6 months maybe, so we'll see how she does. That old 390 FE has always surprised me quite a bit. All right, so like all other revival-y type things, you know, we're gonna go in with pretty much no plan, a couple cans of carb cleaner and then our jump pack. I don't have a battery anymore for the old 76, but you know, I've used the crap out of this jump pack and then I just leave it hooked up as a battery, and I'm sure we can just drive the truck around like that, no issue. This is like one of those cheapo Amazon ones. It was like $120, and I have just beat, like I said, beat the snot out of this thing, and it's done a great job. So, you know, the F-250, I bought it a couple years ago for $1,000. I bought it as a flipper, but I really just couldn't bear to get rid of it. It ran so good. It's a 390 with a 4-speed or a 3-speed and granny low. The mice have kind of got to it, but the mice were getting to it back when it was on the farm I got it from. And overall, it's a pretty stout old rig. So let's see if we can crank her up. Oh, we got about 1,000 pounds of snow on the hood. All right, we got the air filter off here. The jump pack is all hooked up. And we're gonna turn our key on. We're gonna jump it from under the hood here. Now, why the carburetor cleaner? Now, this thing sat for like 6 months or so. And this is a big hefty 390 engine, and apparently the keys are in my pocket. So it takes quite a bit of cranking amps to crank this bad boy over, and you know, our jump pack is not going to live very long if we solely rely on that to then crank the engine, and then it's a mechanical fuel pump. And so basically, oops, if I don't fall down here, basically that mechanical fuel pump, the engine would have to crank long enough to work that mechanical pump to refill the carburetor, and it's just going to turn over slower when it's cranking. So what we're going to do is hopefully give it a little spritz, get it to kind of light off and run off the carburetor cleaner, so it'll run a little bit quicker and reprime the carburetor much quicker in that way. So I think I'm just going to set the choke here, just give our old Holly a few taps just in case our needle and seat are stuck closed. Give her a little spritz. Oop, I didn't plan that out very good. There we go, all with one hand, maybe. Ricochet the carb cleaner off my finger, so I freeze my finger off. Perfect. And now we have it in neutral, I think, and the ignition is on, so if we arc this, it should crank over. You can tell she just cranks real slow. Oh, getting a little bit of that carb cleaner. Give her a little more. She is pumping the fuel up, so that's encouraging. I can feel that we don't have, you know, any accelerator pump yet, meaning we don't have any fuel into the carburetor. Try this again. I got these cans of carb cleaner out of the trash because they were essentially empty. Okay, there we go. Give her another shot here. She's thinking about it. That poor jump pack. Wonder if I can, if I wasn't holding the camera here for you guys, I'd be working the throttle with my other hand. But I'm just one chap, so that's pretty difficult. Oh, there we go. We got an accelerator pump now. It's good enough for me. Let's go ahead and crank it. We can run the throttle here. Maybe get her to light off. Ooh, she's pretty sad. Oh my goodness, there she goes. You can do it, little buddy. Man, she is lean, 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 but she's running. This has always been the laziest oil pressure gauge, but she's slowly coming up as she warms up. Doing all right. Got 16 inches of vacuum or so. Battery's doing okay. We're literally charging our jump pack right now, which I don't recommend, but I've driven around with the jump pack and it does seem to work. So, is she gonna idle? Oh, what a awesome pig of a truck. Idling away. I've just always had the best luck with these old FE engines. They just never want to quit. This is the original engine with like 180,000 miles or something. Dang thing runs great. Keep a good truck down. That old 390 with all those miles on it just runs like a top. And I'm just blown away that you can just do this with these jump packs. This particular one, it's just fine. And that's that. The old 390. We can get it into there we go, our granny low gear. Let that 390 elope out and do its thing. Look at that son of a gun. The whole reason I parked this rig is because the exhaust has a hole in it in a very unfortunate area where it's very difficult for me to get to patch, so I'd actually have to take it somewhere to get it fixed, and we got to get some funds together to do that, because you know, like with anything with exhaust on old rigs like this, it becomes a can of worms, and you can hear it chattering away below the vehicle, but it broke off around the Y pipe area, so I'd have to do all new exhaust coming back from the thing to fix that. No amount of patchwork is going to correct that one. She's got good oil pressure, pretty good healthy old 390. Been a good rig. Looking forward to getting back to driving it very soon. Thing is just an absolute tank. Well, my friends, I think that's going to do it for me today. Thanks for coming along with me. The old 76 F-250 here seems to do a pretty good job. Every time I think about getting rid of it, you know, I just hop in the driver's seat here, and you know, I don't know if I could just bear to do it for $1,000. It's one heck of a good old truck. Catch you guys later.